Found out my M29, GF31 of 6 years has been dating someone for months. My GF told me she was going to the beach for the weekend with her sister. My GF haven't uploaded any pictures to her socials, and neither did her sister. Usually they upload pretty frequent, but this wasn't an issue until today during work. I get a message from some girl I don't know. She sends me screenshots of a conversation with her and a guy. It's a discussion between two exes fighting about who the girl is the guy is with last weekend. I notice the girl name drops my GF and asks if he's with her. He replies yes and tells her to keep it quiet because she's my GF, is in a relationship. I freak out, but nothing that can't be explained. I asked this anonymous messenger if he uploaded any pictures to his socials. She shows me a picture the guy took and uploaded. It was a picture of his food with shoes in the background. Those shoes were from a very distinctive brand. I recognized these as my GFs. I was working a night shift, told my boss I was freaking out and had to go. He let me go. I drive to the house of the sister of my GF. They were supposed to be at the beach together, so I was going to check there first. It's 5:30 on. My sill opens up and I see she's shocked. I ask her, "Is my GF here?" She sighs and says no. I ask her, "Where is she?" She says with some guy she has had a crush on for some time. Some discussion starts about how I should not throw away 6 years of relationship because of this one mistake. I ask how long they've been dating. She, by accident, drops 2 months. I leave the house to go to my own house. My GF calls me, telling me she wants to talk. She says she only met the guy 10 times, and it was to find out how she feels about it. I enrage and repeat the only 10 times. She comes home and we have a discussion. She tells me they met a few times, had drinks, met as friends, stayed at his place, and booked a hotel last weekend for 2 nights and shared the bed. Tells me she doesn't want me to leave. She wouldn't leave me if the roles were changed. Told her the trust is broken and I don't see this working. I freaking love her, but I'm sick to my stomach and don't see how this will ever recover. We share cars, a house, and some cats. Do I give a second chance or move on? I know I have to leave her, but I've never been this sad about anything in my life before. What do I do? TLDR GF lied that she went to the beach for the weekend. Planned and booked hotel with some guy she's been seeing to find out how it feels comes home. To tell me I can't end the relationship because the love for me haven't changed. And it was a dumb mistake. Update day, 0. After that post, I went to a vacation house in the countryside, which is my happy place. When I messaged my friends where I was and what had happened, they without question direct came over and had to drive from 1 up to 2 hours to get there. First few hours I was alone, but I hadn't had slept or any food, so no productive thinking happened there. After an hour, the first friend arrived. This helped me a lot, and I could order my thoughts better. After 2 hours, my 2 other friends arrived. We sat with the 4 of us, watching the corn grow. We sat in silence. They listened, and they only talked when I asked for their opinions. We laughed. We cried. We sat from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. Meanwhile, my to-be ex-girlfriend kept messaging on 30-minute intervals. I ignored all the love you, regret this, regret that. Let me proof messages and only replied when she asked if I was ok. If I was with friends in general health quit. After that, one friend wanted to drive me back all the way home because I looked like complete shit and hadn't slept for 30 hours. That day cemented the best friendships in my life. Day 1. I slept from 11 a.m. until 10 a.m. I drank some protein shake and started cleaning my house. The messages by my ex kept going. I went to the gym to work, outdrove my car through the car wash, and came back home around 5 p.m. Decided I didn't want to cook, so got some alcohol-free beers and a pizza. I then decided I wanted to feel the grief after a full day with friends. So I sat on the couch and allowed myself to let my mind do its thing. Meanwhile, my ex, her messages kept coming in. I started to reply to some. I forgot to mention she had a trip to Ibiza planned with. You guessed it, her sister. So she's in Ibiza for the coming weeks, which works out great at the moment, because we could both be alone or away from each other. So I messaged her, I'm with friends. I'll be using this time to process everything, and I suggest you do the same and enjoy Ibiza. All sincere. She messaged. She wanted to be here for me, and she can't stop crying, and that she disabled her social medias and wanted to make sure with me that I knew it wasn't because she blocked me or anything. I earlier that day took off all the pictures I had of my socials as well. Anyways, did the dumbest thing. Started scrolling through all the vacation pictures we made and reminiscing the memories that belong to those pictures. That brought me to a very sad place. To top it off, I added some sad music, and obviously everything got extra sad. I started messaging my ex and told her to just come clean. She told me I wouldn't want to hear it. I told her I wanted. Apparently, they met 3 months ago at a party, 5 days after my birthday. Nothing happened except flirting, and they exchanged social medias. Shortly after, they started dating and had sex on multiple occasions. She says her love for me never changed and I'm her world. But she fell in love with him as well, and she hoped that love for him would slowly die off eventually. She wanted to tell me, but because she hoped it would slowly disappear, she wouldn't have to tell me anymore, and everything could, with this secret, go back to normal. Told her that people don't fall in love overnight, and that she deliberately, don't mind my English, DW, not a native speaker, looked for it and invested in it. She even had people lie for her to be able to create and establish this relationship. She agreed she full-on cheated on me, but she honestly doesn't want to lose me. Before I knew it, it turned dark outside and I was sitting in a house without lights on. I updated those 3 friends. We share a group chat, and one instantly calls me, had a good chat. He brought up how when we were at the vacation house, I never once bashed or trash-talked her and only kept to the facts. Took some sleeping pills and dozed off around 12 p.m. Woke up just now around 12:30. Oh, and her sister hadn't messaged me since, but her mom kept messaging. But honestly, the most B stuff. I'll paraphrase a few. Where 2 separate 2 have been in the wrong and you are looking at it way too black and white. Yeah, I could only sigh and slightly giggle at this, and didn't even reply. Day 2. I'm writing this update because I saw people asking for it, and the previous post is locked. Also, it helps me to journal everything this way. It's surreal. I feel so empty and have so much pain. I miss her. And when she messages me kind things and regret, I warm up. My heart wants nothing else than exactly that. But my head is telling me this ain't possible. This is over. I just honestly don't want it, if that makes sense at all. I want to thank all replies I had in the original post. Some commenters really hit the nail with their comment, and some contributed a lot with sending love and cheer-up replies. I wasn't sure what I could expect when posting that, but the internet meant a lot to me on my darkest day, and I will always remember that. Love you guys. Thanks for reading. TLDR. Jeff came clean, told me she had been having sex and dates with this guy on multiple occasions over a period of 3 months. Told me her love never changed for me. But she also fell in love with this guy, willing to drop it to only focus on me again. Told her nah.